Former wetlands in northwest China have been sucked dry as the climate has changed. With the acceleration of global warming, since the second industrial revolution, specifically from 1880 to 2012, the average temperature planet-wide has risen by almost 1 degree Celsius, 0.85. Heat-trapping gas emissions in our atmosphere are the highest they've been for 800,000 years. The UN Climate Emergency Panel meeting in Copenhagen on Sunday was pretty much calling red alert.
We have a very short window of opportunity. If you look at the total carbon budget to ensure that temperature increase by the end of this century will not exceed 2 degrees Celsius, we've already used up a substantial share of this.
In order to not exceed the much-feared 2-degree tipping point, beyond which, in layman's terms, uncontrollable climate hell breaks loose, we're going to need a 40 to 70% global emissions reduction by 2050 and to bring emissions to zero by the end of this century. Replacing fossil fuels completely by alternative sustainable power generation methods is possible, the pundits insist, without harming economic growth. Long-established major oil interests, of course, sound determined not to give an inch, such as this builder of a planned pipeline from the prairies of Canada all the way to the Gulf of Mexico through the USA.
Fuels have created a lifestyle and a quality of life in North America that is second to none, as well as it's done that in Western Europe, and we think that that is something that will continue.
Look at the rolling farms in Nebraska where they want the pipeline to run. It's among the most ecologically controversial projects in the country, with President Obama poised to sign the cross-border deal. It's not that the farmers aren't offered real money to let oil flow over their land. Some just feel strongly it's wrong in all sorts of ways.
Our generation that grew up when Kennedy was in was about, leaving the world a better place. Do your part. Leave the world a better place. At this point, with global warming, I just want to leave it viable.